All right, let's dive right in. We're talking about AI art today, but specifically how it's become a total game changer for indie artists looking to build an incredible visual brand all by themselves.
I mean, just let that sink in. For decades, this was the absolute dream for any independent artist, right? Well, guess what? It's not a dream anymore. The rules have been rewritten, the old gatekeepers are fading away, and a whole new world of creative freedom is opening up. And this is the core idea we're unpacking. You can build an entire visual universe with just your imagination and a line of text. Seriously, this isn't about AI taking over your creativity. It's about AI handing you the keys, putting you in the director's chair of your own artistic vision.
Okay, so first up, let's talk about branding's old gatekeepers and why your visual world is now more than ever your new front door.
This is so unbelievably true. I mean, think about how you discover music now. You're scrolling, right? You see some album art on Spotify, a tour poster on Instagram, maybe a cool background on a TikTok. That visual, that's the first hook. It's the front door to your music. And if that door doesn't look interesting, people are just going to keep on scrolling. And this breaks it down perfectly. The old way, it was all about big agencies, massive budgets, and you had to ask for permission for everything. The new way, it's your laptop, your imagination, and absolutely no permission needed. The entire power dynamic has been flipped on its head.
Which brings us to your new creative power. Let's talk about how AI is genuinely leveling the creative playing field for everyone.
I absolutely love this way of thinking about it. You're not just making a logo, you're building a whole movie universe for your songs. What does that world feel like? What's the vibe? AI gives you the power to direct that entire universe from scratch.
Now, I know the word branding can sound kind of corporate and intimidating, but trust me, when we deconstruct it, it's really just three simple things.
So here they are, the three pillars. First, you've got your color world. This sets the whole emotional tone. Is it fiery oranges for a rock album or cool blues for a lo-fi track? Second, your imagery. These are the repeating symbols people will remember. Maybe it's vintage cars or neon signs. And third, your style rules. This is all about consistency. Is your vibe clean and modern or gritty and retro? You nail these three and you've built yourself a powerful brand.
Okay, so how do you actually do all this? Well, let's open up the box and meet your AI toolkit. These are the three main tools that are going to help you shape your entire identity. The best way to think of these is as your own personal creative team. Midjourney is your director of photography, your cinematic powerhouse for those big, stunning album covers. Ideogram is your graphic designer, the king of typography for posters and logos. And Leonardo.ai, that's your style bank, your studio assistant who keeps everything looking consistent.
So we've got the tools. Now let's put them to work. Here's a simple, powerful workflow, a repeatable system you can use to build out a totally unified brand.
All right, step one. This is where it all starts, the heart of your brand, where the world building really begins. You're going to start in Midjourney. Remember, that's your cinematic powerhouse. This is where you set the mood, the lighting, the whole aesthetic of your world. Think of it like you're creating the key scenes, the main movie posters for your music. This is your album art. Got that? Awesome. Now let's move on to step two and build on what we just made. So next, you take that amazing visual you just made and you bring it into Ideogram. This is where you add your artist name, your album title, tour dates, whatever you need. What's so cool about Ideogram is it weaves the text into the artwork, so it feels like it belongs there, not like it was just slapped on top as an afterthought. And finally, step three. Now, this part is absolutely crucial for making sure your brand stays consistent for the long haul. This is the secret weapon, Leonardo.ai. You take your finished art from the first two steps and you feed it into Leonardo, basically training it on your unique style. It becomes your personal brand generator. From then on, you can create an endless stream of new stuff, social posts, banners, thumbnails, and it will all perfectly match the world you've already established. So what's the big takeaway from all this? Simple. You are now in control. You're not waiting for a budget. You're not waiting for permission. It's about building a brand that reflects you and only you. And with this system, you can put that visual world everywhere. Album covers, tour posters, Instagram posts, TikTok backgrounds, merch, your website, you name it. Every single touch point tells the same story. When fans see your visuals, they'll instantly know it's you, and it feels like stepping right back into your world. And this is maybe the most important thing to remember. AI is not the enemy here. It's your weapon. We have to reframe how we see this stuff. It's not here to replace your vision. It's here to amplify it, to help you execute it on a scale that was just unimaginable for an indie artist until right now. Your art deserves a whole visual universe to live in. For way too long, that was a luxury. But that era is officially over. These tools empower you to give your music the visual home it has always deserved.
So, that really just leaves one last question. With all this power at your fingertips, what world will you build? The gatekeepers are gone. The only limit is your imagination. Now it's time to get to work.